Hey guys, this is Fran and welcome to a new drawing video. And for this drawing, I was trying out something new that I haven't done before, at least not to this extent. I discovered an artist called Haze Long, and she was offering free brushes for Procreate, and she's got a couple tutorials on YouTube about how she does her portraits, and the style in which she does her portraits has always been a style that I admire, but that style I always see in relation to female portraits and never in male portraits. Now, in the end, I don't think I accomplished that 100%, but for sure I feel at least that this portrait is a little bit more different than what I usually do. The coloring is different, and I don't know, just the approach. I feel that it's softer, yet probably a little bit more strong than usual. I don't know how to explain it, but I was really happy with the outcome of the drawing. And as you can see here, I'm using a lot of soft brushes to blend in the values, and that's something that she teaches in her video, to get the values right. And honestly, I had no idea how to do this, because I go in with the gouache brush on Procreate to just do everything, so I don't have specific brushes to do hair, specific brushes to do skin blending, none of that. It's all one brush, and it's the gouache brush on Procreate. So it was at this point in the drawing, when I'm going in on the hair, that I realized how awesome it is to have, specific brushes here and there. Like this one is for hair, and the hair just looked really good compared to other stuff that I've done. So I was really happy with it. And there are just things that I've never done before, like the colorizing of it is not done by going into layers. It's an actual brush called Saturation that she offers in her little pack. So it made everything look completely different than I'm used to, and I don't know, you'll see at the end. The drawing looks really nice, I think, and I'm really happy with it. Throughout the entire process, I wasn't exactly sure how to make the blending for the skin look more solid, because I was just going back and forth using the paintbrush, the round paintbrush, and then using airbrush, and it just wasn't balancing the way that I wanted it to. And later on, I figured out that I'm supposed to use the smudge brush that she offers on her pack. I'm not sure if any smudge brush would work, but the one that she offers on her little pack, it was awesome. It kind of made the drawing for me, at least. And yeah, so this new approach, I think I'm gonna try to adapt it into my style. This entire drawing was never meant to be anything special. I literally just wanted to draw a portrait and apply what I learned from her tutorial. And honestly, I think that there are things that I probably won't do again, but there are a lot of things that I will be adopting into my own process of making a portrait. For example, I tend to not spend enough time sketching out the portrait. That is why throughout a lot of my drawing videos, you see that as I'm painting the portrait, their proportions tend to move around, because I realized that maybe I sketched an eye too big or too low or too high or too wide, or an ears too small, too big, too high, whatever, and I end up using liquify on the portrait, and that is due to the fact that I don't spend enough time trying to sketch out the details to the point where they are ready to be painted out. So that's one thing, and it's not necessarily that that's what I learned from her. I kind of knew that already. I tend to just want to skip the sketching and the line art and just get to the painting. So yeah, I know that I'm impatient when it comes to those things. And yeah, I learned so much about color. It was incredible. I think you guys should check out her tutorial if you're interested in digital portraits. She teaches a lot in her two tutorials. They are about an hour and a half, maybe. I don't remember the length, but they're very lengthy and very meaty. And you guys, if you want to learn, definitely go check it out. I'll link them in the description box. And like I was saying before, I typically just used one brush for my portraits. So using specific brushes right now, I used a specific brush to color in the eyes, meant just for eyes. And then here you can see me trying to work out how the lips are going to go. And I gave up. I just went in and did other stuff before I got to the lips. The brush pack comes with a specific lip brush and also with this really cool brush that's used to make reflective highlights. Those are so cool. I love it. And I was trying to figure out how to use that on him because the reference image, his lips aren't really that shiny, but I love using it and using that brush, and I love the look of it. So I was trying to figure out how to add the reflective highlight onto the lips. I ended up also using it on the nose, the eyes, and it looked really good. We're not there yet, but here, there it is. There's the reflective highlight, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, because honestly this is literally the first time that I do these things, and for it being that, I think it turned out really nice, and I am looking forward to practice more and trying to perfect the usage of these brushes, because they're really good brushes, and I feel that they did add more to my drawing than I could have done with just using my typical brush. Another thing that I noticed that I tend to do is I leave the eyes kind of bright. Eyes, since they're round, tend to have more like shadowy parts, and in a portrait like this, you could either like shade them a gray color or a blue gray color, and it's something that I realized in this portrait, mainly because of the color. Usually I do a decent job at shading eyeballs when it's in black and white. I don't know why color affects my ability to notice these things, but it does. But I think I'm gonna keep an eye on that. On the way I shade eyes, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. So that's one thing on a growing list of things that I need to improve on. But like I said, I'm very happy with this portrait, and I wouldn't be posting it if I wasn't, because this was literally a test of the brushes, and I think it says a lot about the brushes, and not necessarily that I'm that great. Is the brushes. I think the brushes really helped pull this portrait through. So yep, that we are coming to an end here. I just added a few freckles and beauty marks and more of his beard, and it's done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and comment and subscribe for more drawing videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
They say love should be so endless. Well, I hope that they are right. I've tried to be strong and take it day by day, but I'm lost in